A gas storage facility in Savona is under scrutiny by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and now has to pay more than $300,000 in fines. WENY's Samantha Potter spoke with involved parties and joins us in the studio with details about those fines tonight. Samantha.
Renata, the Finger Lakes LPG storage facility, which is a subsidiary of Crestwood Equity Partners, has been fined by the EPA for violations under the Clean Air Act. And like you mentioned, will have to pay more than $300,000. But some of that money will go back into the community. For the second time in under 10 years, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has fined Finger Lakes LPG Storage LLC in Savona, New York, a subsidiary of Crestwood. The EPA says the fines come from violations of the Clean Air Act, including failing to comply with hazard identification and equipment safety requirements, such as updated and accurate piping and instrumentation diagrams, among other violations. As part of the settlement, the liquid petroleum gas storage facility owner has agreed to pay $154,000 for the penalty violations. Additionally, they'll pay $158,000 to buy equipment vehicles for the Savona, Bath Volunteer, and Watkins Glen fire departments.
Sometimes it's not directly related to the violations, but in this case, the purchase of the equipment is an area that's related to the part of the Clean Air Act in which we're enforcing, which is the risk management plan, right? If there were an accident at the facility, it would be the local fire departments, which would be the first responders. So that's the nexus, and that's how we came up with this specific project.
The facility was also fined $52,000 back in 2007 for accident prevention regulations when the facility was owned by Energy Midstream. Those opposing the proposed expansion of LPG storage at the nearby Crestwood-owned facility on Seneca Lake say these violations are another reason they're concerned about the company's practices.
They've been fined now twice between the fines and the penalties they were assessed, over $350,000. That's not chump change. You know, there's obviously some real problems, and this company has been ignoring those regulations for all this time. It just proves that they're bad actors. They're not good neighbors. We don't want them here on Seneca Lake.
And we are in contact with Crestwood and are waiting to get a statement from them regarding the violations, and we plan to have that for you at 6 o'clock. But for now, reporting in the studio, Samantha Potter, WENY News.